Hello darlings, just me here to, at the request of the wonderful Sai, just read you out some of my favourite Terry Pratchett bits. He did ask me to read out an excerpt from his books, but unfortunately all of my versions of his books are with my dad, and so I can't quite get hold of them at the moment until I've got enough space in a home of my own. In the meantime, thanks to the wonder of the internet, we've got a couple of quotes here, so I've picked out three because three's a good number. So first of all, in a conversation between Mightily Oakes and Granny Weatherwax. There is a very interesting debate raging at the moment on the nature of sin, for example. And what do they think? Against it, are they? It's not as simple as that. It's not a black and white issue. There are so many shades of grey. Nope. Pardon? There's no greys, only whites. It's got grubby. Surprised you don't know that. And sin, young man, that's when you treat people like things, including yourself. That's what sin is. It's a lot more complicated than that. No, it ain't. When people say things are a lot more complicated than that, it means they're getting word that they won't like the truth. People as things, that's where it begins. Oh, I'm sure there are worse crimes, but they start with thinking about people as things. Next up, from the amazing Sam Vimes. It was so much easier to blame it on them. It was bleakly depressing to think that they were us. If it was them, then nothing was anyone's fault. If it was us, well, did that make it me? After all, I'm one of us. I must be. Certainly never thought myself as one of them. No one ever thinks of themselves as one of them. You're always one of us. It's them that does the bad things. And the last one is another Weatherwax, because I love Granny Weatherwax. I think she's an amazing character. There was once a wicked old witch called Black Alice. She was an unholy terror. There's never been one worse or more powerful. Until now. Because I could spit in her eye and steal her teeth, see? Because she didn't know right from wrong. So she got all twisted up, and that was the end of her. Trouble is, you see, that if you do know right from wrong, you can't choose wrong. You just can't do it and live. So if I was a bad witch, I could make this man's muscles turn against his bones and break them where he stood. If I was bad, I could do things inside his head, change the shape he thinks he is, and he'd be down on what had been his knees, begging to be turned into a frog. If I was bad, I could leave him with a mind like scrambled egg, listening to colours and hearing smells. If I was bad, oh yes. There was another sigh, deeper and more heartfelt. But I can't do none of that stuff. That wouldn't be right. She gave a depreciating little chuckle. If Nanny Ogg had been listening, she would have resolved as follows: that no maddened cackle from Black Alice of infamous memory, no evil little giggle from some crazed vampire, V-A-M-P-Y-R-E, whose morals are worse than his spelling, no side-splitting guffaw from the most inventive torturer was quite so unnerving as a happy little chuckle from Granny Weatherwax about to do what's best. So I need to let you know that this is in no way endorsed by the estate of the wonderful late Terry Pratchett, but you really should have a read of his books. If you've read them before, you'll know the love and you'll want to pick them up again. And if you haven't read them before, there's a whole wonderful world, multiple worlds waiting there for you. Thanks very much.